Another stage 3 proposals I'm personally excited about is Temporal. And this is actually not implemented anywhere yet. Because, well, stage 3 is when implementations have to start implementing proposals, but that might take time. I know that, for example, V8, the JavaScript engine within Chrome, so maintained by Google, has been implementing this proposal for, I think, close to 1 year, and they're still not ready to ship it. This is both because the proposal was complex to implement, and because while implementing it, we kept finding problems discovered thanks to implementation, and so we had to cycle between implementations and the people designing this proposal to make sure it was in the best state possible. And this proposal gives you a new way of using date, time, data in JavaScript. We already had the new date API, but it was, who likes here the new date constructor? Well, obviously nobody likes it. It's like these weird things where days start from 1 and months start from 0 or the other way around, and you cannot actually do much with it. This new temporal API is the most comprehensive data API among all programming, built-in API among all programming languages, and there are other languages already taking a look at our proposal to see if they can implement the same. And it lets you use well, dates and times, time zones. You can check how things work in other parts of the world. There are instances like a universe timeline. There are durations. You can do operations with a lot of things. So, for example, we could say, oh, I have my flight at 11:55 tomorrow in Hong Kong, and my flight is 775 minutes long. When I arrive to Budapest, what time will it be in the local time? And you can do all of these types of operations. You don't have to worry about what calendar system they use in Japan, or what time zone is India in, because the language knows all of this and takes care of you for all the various edge cases. So you can actually focus on your logic, and your date-time computations will likely work with users from all over the world. Another proposal I'm excited about, this is just a stage 2, so this is very experimental. It's not close to being implemented everywhere. It can still change a lot, but I'm very hopeful that this will happen one day. It's module declarations. It gives us a way of having multiple modules all within the same file, and it basically gives a very easy target for bundlers to actually put our modules in one file, so they don't have to re-implement the whole semantics of how ECMAScript modules work. I know there are a couple of people working on bundlers here, and I know that properly implementing namespaces and top-level await when bundling can be very challenging. And my hope is that this proposal will actually let people ship native ESM to the browser. Well, right now, we are shipping native ESM, but we have to re-implement all of it in our tools because we cannot really just rely on the browser implementation. And you can have different modules that all import each other, and this will hopefully solve the problem of, well, I cannot just use native ESM because I need to fetch 1,000 files, and that's going to take 5 minutes when my user is trying to interact with my app. And continuing, going to even lower stages, so things are even more experimental, and maybe we'll actually decide, no, this is a bad idea, no, it's not worth to do it, or what we have is already good enough. But a problem that we're working on right now is that JavaScript, numbers in JavaScript can be weird. I don't know if you ever saw this meme where people say, oh, JavaScript numbers are broken. Doesn't even know how to do 0.1 plus 0.2. This is not JavaScript's fault. This is how it works in basically every programming language. It's just how floating point numbers works. Because computers usually think in base 2. And in base 2, it's impossible to properly say 0.1 or 0.3. So you have to round them, and you get weird things like the fact that just adding two numbers doesn't work according to how we humans expect this to work. So we're exploring a new number type called decimal that lets us express numbers in base 10, which is how people think about numbers. So we might have a decimal 0.1 plus a decimal 0.2 that is actually equal to decimal 0.3. And this can be handy where you have computations with with financial data, or where you need your numbers to to have the precisions that people expect rather than the precision that computers expect. Or it can be useful when interacting with other systems that already do support this type, like most database systems already support the decimal type, or C++ does. I think also Python does. And so this will make it easier for your JavaScript app to interact with, like with your server or with whatever other language it has to interact with. And finally,